Good morning, friends. Hope everybody's doing all right. We had a nice little football that played out here. Uh, had a nice little move, but it came back just as quick. I seen it and didn't get in it fast enough. What? 169 ticks from there, but wow. Think I'm gonna have to start out setting up bracket orders, like a 40 stop, 60 take profit. I think that would work really well with my model. Is there anybody out there watching? Says there's a couple people. Good morning. I did catch this morning though on eval. I market bought somewhere in here, and I sold pretty much the top. What was it? What's it say? It's on a day trader's eval platform. Ain't all that good, so. But I think I made like 440 bucks. Yeah, I made 441 off 3 micros in here. So I'm not exactly how far that was, but I know I sold pretty much the top. When it started rejecting, I sold. The platform's supposed to show your executions and stuff on there, but it don't. I don't know. Just going straight up right now. Wow. Let's pull a fib on this here and see what we did. Yeah. If you pull the impulse, it bounced exactly off of 786. Uh, those 786s are really powerful. I pull a fib on almost every impulse to judge order flow. Alright, so we come up here and we just took that Trust Me Bro resistance double top. We're up above that now. Next targets are up here. I have some blue lines marked out on my charts, and what these blue lines are 4-hour swing highs. So those are targets for today. Just have to see how high they go. Yeah, wow, look at that move. Let's check this out. If we can pull fib on down here and see what it did. So I'm going to pull from this swing low. I'm not came all the way down to that. So I'll pull from down here. Oop. So if I pull from that impulse, it tagged the 618. When it just came down here and swept these lows is what it was looking for. And you see it just barely peaked underneath of there. What time is that? That's 4:15 in the morning. So London had some good movement. Made a nice little stiletto and off she went. So let's watch on the smaller time frames and see if we can get a football for continuation or what's going to go on here. I know I had that a lot tighter. What are you turning into? Seems like we're just going straight up for now. Yesterday when we made a move like this, whenever we broke trend, retested, that was the short and it dumped pretty good. But I'm not thinking for shorts. I am bullish on the day and have higher targets in mind. This 2275, 22108, those are the next targets. We just got to find a way to get in on this. What I would like to see is it make a nice football right here to try to get in. But you know there's a bunch of retail that just sees these green candles and they're buy, 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 buy. So we might get a nice little pullback. I just looked at the chat. Do you guys not hear me? Is something wrong? Is OBS messed up? What's it saying? Don't say anything's wrong. Should be able to hear me. Well, if you guys can't hear me, then I'm going to have to start another stream. If you turned your volume up, can you hear me now? Is it just low or something? Or what? I have it on ultra low latency. Okay, well, good deal. I don't have to restart another one. I was saying yesterday, whenever we had a nice move like this, that the short was as soon as we broke trend and retested. And that looks like what the trade was so far. But I want to see it make a nice football right in here to continue up. But they could just rip back in the long chasers' faces. Yeah, right here is where I was talking about on yesterday. We had a nice move up like that, and whenever it retested, that was the short. And with that one, we ended up coming back to like a 618 or a 71 or 786 or something. Yeah, look at that. We come back for a 786 and it was off. So let's see what happens today. Maybe we'll do something like this. So we'll just have to watch. Yeah, look at that. Making a little football here. That's a short. I'm going to try it. Not looking good for the short. That's going against my bias taking this. I wanted to see it make a football here and keep ripping. But we might need a pullback first. So what I'm going to do is make that a double stop right above it. If it stops me out, it'll put me in a long. Well, I don't know how that should have put me in a long from down here, but it didn't. I don't know how it managed to do that. TradingView's been really junk lately. I'm bullish. I moved my stop down a little lower. What I want to see is it chop around a little bit in here and actually make a decent looking football. So I'll add to the position if it comes down a little lower. Yeah, what I'm thinking is it's got to be a little bigger. We're gonna chop around in here a little more, come back down, and then head up is what I'm looking for. We put in a 5-minute order block, so yeah, we just closed above it. I want to see this order block hold price and not close back below it and keep sending it. This is my next target right here, 22075. Audio is a little bit low. Let me turn my gain up here, see if that makes any difference. Does that sound any better to you guys? I have my gain turned all the way up now. Yeah, okay, it sounds a little bit louder to me too, so that's cool. Alright, I'll leave it all the way up. I wasn't sure if it would not sound good if it was cranked all the way up. I had it most of the way, but okay. So that is the trend line we was following. Uh, Unless it goes straight up from here, it's not going to hit that trend and reject until it gets up to about targets, in my opinion. Okay, I want to see this support price. If we do come back down, I want to see it supported off of this. Let's check and see what ES is looking like too against it. Alright, we don't have no SMTs. We're looking pretty good. Wow, look at that candle. I'm going to take some risk off here. I want to completely take a loss if it comes down on me, but I'm pretty positive that we're coming up here to take those next highs. The only thing I don't like is big green candles like this gets retail chasing and could result in a hard pullback. Yeah, that gives me a little more confidence. The measured move of what this is lines up perfect with my next target. So, says there's a couple people out there watching. We got Pierre. Who else is out there? So we do have a 1 hour swing high here at 70, but I don't think they're going to stop there. I think they're going to come up and take take all of this. Is what I'm thinking. The next one's up here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So those are our targets. What I'm thinking they're going to do is after they take this, that they're going to go for the next one really, really fast. That's not that awful much of a gap in between there, considering what the NQ has been doing. This wasn't too pretty of a football right here, but it still had the general shape to it. We had the curved top and the curved bottom. The curved top on this gets people shorting, is why I think it works more. Retail is seeing this rounded top and they're just chasing the short. I tried to short right in here, which was against my bias, but the past couple times that I've streamed and I seen it and it was against my bias, it played out. So I gave it a quick try. Doing pretty good on a live stream account. We'll be up over 6 grand if this hits. The only time that I've traded this account is when I'm live streaming, and it will be the only time I ever trade it. I'm about positive this is going to be taken, but I almost want to take my take profit off and just trail my stop because there's higher targets in mind. What do you guys think? Yeah, 22,075. I just deleted the little thing, but I took the measured move of the last leg that it did right here, and it lines up with this previous. There's a 4 hour swing high right there. That's that double top. The trust me, bro resistance. I would like to see it make a little football in here, and then we could take this leg and measure it for extension. But we just have to watch and see. Yeah, see, if I pull that leg and use that for a measured move, that goes up to my next targets of 22,108. Yeah, we do have the 1050 macro coming up. We got just a little over a minute until that happens. That could either bring a nice retrace or just absolutely send it. If it does come down into here, I want to see this hold price and not close below half of it. We can wick down into here, but I don't want to see it close below half. That's also where the trauma line is on this time frame. So maybe we come down, bounce off of that to continue. Okay, what I'm seeing now and I don't like is it could be making a little football here to send it down. But the measured move of that is just down into here. So as long as we don't close below half of this, I think we're just going to keep going up. Maybe they're just inducing shorts to build more liquidity. You know, like this is the trust me bro resistance. So a little pullback is probably necessary to get more liquidity up here. So if you just pull a fib from the big impulse right here off of that, we came down and tagged the 0.5. So that could just be an institutional order flow entry drill. But I'm thinking we come down into this fair value gap. So there's not that big of an inefficiency when we get there. How we popped up and instantly rejected off of that, I think that's inducing a lot more shorts. They're like, yeah, okay, this is resistance. So my thoughts are they're just building more liquidity to come up here and rob. I readjusted the measured move, and all that is just pull for what this leg is down to where we've went so far, and it lines up right with my second target. I don't like that it's making this right here though, this little consolidation I don't like. Because that might completely fill this fair value gap. And I might have my stop a little too. Okay, well, we're getting some a little bit of reaction off this fair value gap so far. We'll see what happens, but as of now, it's holding. Looked like it wanted to pop out of this little downtrend. We got the trauma line holding up so far, but I don't like this little consolidation right here. It's still looking ovalish to me. So I guess they just don't have enough liquidity built up here yet, so they're going to chop around to build some more. Uh, just hopefully they go up before coming down and tagging me. The trend lines that I drew on NQ and ES, NQ is still holding it. ES fell out and is retesting. So that needs to get invalidated and get back up here pretty quick. We're still in the macro, so what? We have like 7 minutes for it to do something on that. I would like in the next 7 minutes for it to rocket up here and at least take this. This off to the side is the 15-minute time frame. So we're wicking down, but we're not closing below this. So I do like that. On this next 15-minute candle, I want to see a body closure above this one. So we need to close above this in the next 15 minutes. No, I apologize. That's the 5-minute time frame. I thought I had it set up for it to be on the 15-minute when I was down here, but I guess it's on the 5. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I have it set up for when I'm on the 1 minute for the 15-minute to show. Okay. I don't like this though, but it could just be building a little tight bear flag here for or to build some more liquidity up here. But price is fractal and it likes to do the same things. So right in here almost looks like what it's doing right here. So I would like to see this repeat coming out of that. What I'm thinking is if we do come back down here and just sweep this low and barely sweep it, that's a long entry to come back up here. What would that be? Yeah, it's 200 ticks from right there. So if we do come down here and just sweep this and start rejecting, that's a long in my opinion. You know, look at what we just did. It's almost the same thing. This is why I went short right here, as I seen my football. And I tried to put a double stop and it didn't quite work. So I went long, just mark it by when it came up here. Yeah, we might come back down and sweep that low. They just put in equal highs right here. So I think they're trying to act like this is super resistance. Okay, I just turned my pivot points on and there's a pivot point right above that. So if we do just come down here and sweep that, I'm more confident in a long to aim for up here. If you stretch this out a little more, that's kind of looking like my little H pattern. But when I see what I call the stiletto, it does comes down, makes a little H, but it rounds out a little bit right here before going up. So far, this fair value gap is holding price though. And this is only the 15-second chart. For the 5 minute time frame, what we have about 2.5 minutes. I want to see it close above this right here, or at least close above this one. I would like to see it close above this, but at least this one. So we got about 30 seconds. I would like to see it come up into here and close, so the next one can open low and then go up. Well, we didn't get a close above the next one, but we did get a close above this. So now we're open, low. I like that. It opened up and it's going low first. That's also a 15-minute candle, so open, low, high, close is what I'm hoping for. So now I'm waiting to see if it takes this low out. Do we get a snappy reaction after that? Or what's going to go on? Yeah, kind of like that. We just took it one tick, and it had a little bit of a snappy reaction, so just have to wait and see. What I don't want to see happen is a chop around, make a football on here to try to continue lower. But that was the long right there. That would be your turtle soup entry to come up here for targets. We do have kind of SMT here, but ES didn't take the high, so it's just like a slight. Because this is down a little bit, and this isn't quite as down. This is what I want to see happen. Come up here, pull back, use this as support, and then blast up. Well, I got tagged out of my long. As of right now, it literally bottom ticked me, so we'll see what's going on. Yeah, that absolutely bottom ticked me. Low of that candle is 22.1750, and that's exactly where my stop was. Now, if it was the other way around and I had a buy order there, it wouldn't have gotten filled. I remain bullish until this fair value gap gets closed below. I have it marked green because I do not anticipate it getting inversed. This rounded top, excuse me, this rounded top right here has all of retail chasing that short. Plus, it's also an Adam Eve. So there's so many people that are shorting this right now. That's why I'm bullish. Okay, well, we did get a close below that fair value gap. Let's see if it's going to hold price down now. I'm still bullish. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We do have a 1 minute candle down here with no tail. So I put my stop just underneath of that. So we got 1 minute for the 15 and the 5 to close. If it closes down in here, it should, if it's going to be bearish, it should retrace back up just for the open, high, low, close. I tried to add one more contract, but it told me I couldn't. I guess on $50,000 you can only buy two. So we came down and hit the 786 off of that, this last impulse. I didn't think it would come all the way down that far, but it did. Well, I guess retail got a cookie today. The Adam and Eve played out and sent it down. And I just got stopped out of that. Looking like a bottom tick again. Yeah, I got absolutely bottom ticked right at the 786. I'm going in one more time, but not risking too awful much on it. Whenever I pulled the fib, I thought I'd put my stop low enough for the 786 to not tag me. It's starting to set up for the reversal pattern. We get a low, a breaker. If this holds, it's gonna send it. This is what you look for. What I would like to see is it make a little football here, and I'll add again. Now we need a close above this little breaker. Yeah, TradingView's been real shady lately. If I would have had a buy order at 9 or what was it? Yeah, 980, it definitely wouldn't have filled me. This little breaker's holding so far, but I want to see a close above this one. that ended up turning into an IFVG, and so far it's rejecting price. So I want to see it get back and hold above this, and this not hold price down to remain bullish. Pretty nice loss I had there. If it would have letted me add, I would have moved my stop down a little further, but hindsight is always 20/20, right? So on the 15 minute, we don't have any more imbalances going down through here, but on the 5, we do have one in here. Looking at the 2 minute here, I don't like it. I could see this being a football with that IFEG holding price down that could send it back down into that 5 minute imbalance. I really don't want to see that happen, but it is a possibility. So we're getting ready to enter the lunch hour. Uh, so we could guess mark these off as lunch lows for now. And hopefully they want to take it back up. That's kind of something like I would like to see. We need to get back above this breaker and then invalidate this IFEG. And we went fast up and fast back down through it. So my thoughts is if we get above this, maybe chop a little bit and then back up through it just as fast. Yeah, it's not looking good on a few time frames, so we need to get back above this really quick to invalidate the bear flag that's going on right here. That's what I was worried about. That's why I moved my stop up to just above break even. Did we take this low? Yeah, we did. Just by a tick, I believe. What's the low there? 980. 980. Oh no, or exactly. Yeah, no, we're exactly double bottom there. We need to come down and sweep this by a couple points. And if we get a reaction off of that, I'll enter back in long. Might be a little premature on that. They might want to come down here and sweep this low before doing anything. Okay, well, I seen this here, but I didn't want it to play out. It was right before where that breaker. I was hoping it was going to hold as support, but it ended up playing out, and it has made the measure move. So if this holds, we're going back up. I'm still bullish. And that is 786 from where I pulled from there. On a different time frame, that looked better. The whole part on this would be that, but on another time frame, it looked better from that. What did I pull? Yeah, I pulled from the bottom of that order block up on that, so I like that. We got a close above right there after hitting that. And there's an orange line there, so that must be a pivot point too. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a pivot point. Yeah, I like it. I need to learn to not let my bias get in the way, but I got burned right off the bat with that when I tried shorting this and it just ripped in my face. So I guess that put me a little iffy on trying to short this, but I did see this, I just didn't want it to play out. I was hoping it would get invalidated, but it played out beautiful. I'm bullish, but if it's going to remain bearish, I would think we should come back up to this point 0.5 at least, and that would touch that and would be an SR flip to send it back down. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, that's cool. You took that short. It did look really good. I was just letting my bias get in the way, but that did look really good for a short, and it made the full measured move of that. So that's why I got back in long. Is the measured move that I had, it literally hit it almost perfect. So this isn't a breaker, this is a mitigation block. So I would like to see it come back down and tag it and then continue up. But we need to get through this. If we can't get through this, it's not good. Just checking on gold. I drew this, yeah, yesterday morning. It still hasn't got to the measured move. I have an alert up here, but to me, it looks like it's making a bigger one to continue up. Yes, I'm bullish on gold, and why that, this nice even double top right here. I believe there's lots of liquidity right above that. I have an alert set that'll let me know if it gets there. Oh wow, that's a wick. I thought that was a line. That's just a wick. Dang. Okay. Well, for Bitcoin, let's see here. It's in a bear football. Let's see where that goes. So maybe not quite down into here, but into that. Yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin. Okay, NQ is getting back up there. It never came down and touched the mitigation block, but we are back in this breaker. It was held as support and then blew through it. I want to see it get above it and held as support again. Took a little bit of risk off there. Oh, you got somebody new. Hey Mario, how's it going today? How's your trading been? I took a pretty nice loss. Well, two losses. 1400 and 195. Uh, on that one, I got bottom ticked On this one, my stop was at, where was it? Nah, I think it was the one up here. Yeah, my stop was at 980. Yeah, this one right here, I got bottom ticked on there and got back in. Bought more, and then I got stopped. Right here, I tried to enter back long after it swept that low and got blowed through. But I'm bullish, so I got back in down here. I would like to see it make my little football in here right above this breaker. That'd be nice. We're back at 1/3 ADR. That level likes to reject price or send it higher. So I guess this little slight SMT up here sent us down. Uh, I would have put more faith on it if ES actually took the high, but it did have a slight SMT on this. So this was down and this was like even. I'm not sure what you call that, but I guess it is a slight SMT. On the 5 minute, we have nice model right here. We got a close above, came down and used the order block as support. So I'm going to see it just absolutely send it. We haven't got it on the 15. We got 5 more minutes. If we can get a close above here, that would be beautiful. Yeah, if we get a close above here on the 15, that would be beautiful. Then maybe a little retrace to send it back up. Oh, that's cool. Nice trade this morning. Yeah, I had some nice trades this morning on PA and eval, and then I started up the live stream and switched to demo. And I haven't done the greatest on that so far. So you got in at 9, what? 9:39. Where's that at? 9:39. Ooh, you got in down here, nice. Nice, right after it swept the lows of that. I believe that's what I took on PA too. Originally, I had a limit order down here on my PA account, and it didn't tag me in, and I just market bought on eval. I sold up in here, and I took off my limit order that was down here. And after we got a little reaction, I went long and took it up. Made a couple $100, so I'm happy with that. But right now, excuse me, this is holding it down, and I don't like that. I'm going to bring that back and draw out the bearish one because That's what's holding us down right now. We couldn't get a close above that, so that's not cool. And stopped out of my long on that one. So, if this little area right here don't hold, it's not looking good. That would just be the retest for the bearish continuation. Man, did I get bottom ticked again? No, not completely. I thought it was just the absolute bottom, but they went a little further than what that was. Maybe I shouldn't have took some risk off. Yeah. Bounced off the 786 up a little past the .5 and then back down to the 618. Uh, they never did tag this little mitigation block, so I would like to see it come down and actually hit that, but it might not. Yeah, I think I was seeing the same thing as you back around 938 is what you're saying. Uh, I took that long on, you can say both eval and demo, I believe, or not demo, but eval and PA. Yeah, I want to see it come back down in here. I just pulled a fib on that, and this would be the 618 of this little leg. If we can get down in the 786, that would put it down in the mitigation block. But just gotta be patient, wait and see what price shows us. So yeah, if we come down here and tag this mitigation block, we'll put in some MACD divvy, and I'll try another long. Oh, that's a indicator called high time frame candle projections is what that is. By Maud Helios. And what that does is it plots a higher time frame beside the smaller one you're on. On the 15 second, it plots the 5 minute. If I'm on the 1 minute, it plots the 15, and it gets higher. Each one you do is still a 15 with that. Still a 15. And then I guess it would go up to the next, which would probably be like a 30 minute, I would assume. Okay, now we're touching that mitigation block. We got the MACD divvy. Yeah, I'm going to try one more long. And what I'm hoping for, this would just be some kind of SR flip to send us back up. Oh, you gotta head out, Pierre. Alright, well, have a good day, brother. God bless. Not that good of trading today on here. I let my bias get in my way and didn't play things quite right, but hopefully I can end it green. So far, I'm a red day, but we'll see. Have a good one, brother. Thanks for watching. Now, what I don't want to see happen is us get right here, take these local highs, and reject. Because if we start doing that, this could be a little bear model that would send us back down into here and would stop me out. So hopefully that don't play out, but just gotta wait and see. I took some risk off and put it in a little profit just in case that does happen, because we get a snappy candle down right after that. So what do you do for work, Mario? Did you trade from a tablet or phone from work? I do that sometimes too. I'm a painter by trade, and work's been a little bit slow here lately, so taking advantage of that and doing some live streaming. If anything, I can just rewatch it and see the mistakes that I made and try to correct them. But if I can help people along the way, I would like to do that. Just be careful doing that, brother. As long as you're safe, that's what matters, I guess. So far on this, we came down here in just one tick into this little fair value gap. Uh, I want to see it get back up and inverse this up here. Yeah, what I would like to see is for us to inverse this. That's why I put it orange. And to get through this bear breaker. It's holding us down so far. I want to see it get above that. But until it gets above these two, it's not looking too good. For the longs, at least. Yeah, it wouldn't be no problems if you're on a nice long straight highway and stuff. Can definitely see that. On the west coast, huh? I live on the east coast, a little bit south of Pittsburgh. I've only been out to the west coast one time. I was out in Oregon and painted a bridge out there. I forget the name of it. It was a big one. It was a real big one. I didn't like it. Uh, it rained so much while I was out there. I really disliked it. I got tagged out of my long. Uh, Pulling a fib on this last little move. Let's see if we can get down here into the 786. MACD showing some sellers coming in, so okay, I do like that. We came down, bounced off to 786, and we immediately inversed that. I'm still bullish and have my targets 22,075 and 22,108. We're holding a nice downtrend, so we need to get back above that and use it as support to come up. I do like that we have kind of the H pattern here, and it stopped at the 786 of the last impulse up. So we did get a candle close above the last down close. Yeah, we're showing a lot of wicks on a little bit bigger time frames. So I want to see it get above this trend line and then use it as support. Yeah, I drew it on the 1 minute, so it looks kind of wonky on the 15-second here, but I do like what I'm seeing to continue up. But I've wanted that to happen since back in here, so just gotta wait and see. Getting that real hard snap as soon as it hit it, I don't like. So I'm down about 1 grand, I think, on this. I forget exactly where it was at when I started, but looking at that, looks like I'm down about 1 grand for today. Get that big wick on the 5 minute right here, so I would like to see us continue up. Kind of something like that is what I'm thinking, but just have to wait and see what it does. But I think I'm just going to call it here for today. I'll take my red day and just get it back on another day. I'll have to rewatch this later to see what I can improve on. But what I've seen so far is I've just let my bias get in the way. That seems to be one of my downfalls, is keeping a bias and just sticking to it instead of listening to what the charts are telling me right then and there. Oh, we actually got a couple people that joined on watching. I'm green where it counts. I'm green on eval and PA. But on my live stream paper trading here, I haven't done well at all today. I took a big loss on that one, and what that was this right here is where I got stopped out of that. It literally bottom ticked me out and came back up. I could have probably got out at break even, but it bottom ticked me and I went back long. I bought more in here and then I got stopped out and a little bit of profit. I tried to buy the long again right here after it swept that and I got rocked. But I just need to get my patience a little better. I'm working on it. That's one of my biggest downfalls. That and apparently letting my bias get in the way. I just need to play what I'm seeing on the charts and not let my targets sway that too much, I guess. I didn't end red yesterday. I ended green, didn't I? Yeah, what's yesterday's? Pretty sure I ended green on here. What was it? Let's see here. Oh no, I just did a real short one. No, I guess I did. I took one trade. I forgot I did a little short live yesterday. So yeah, 2 days red in a row. You're right. The day before that, I ended a little bit green, I believe. Let's see here. Yeah, I was a little bit green before that. So yeah, 2 days in a row red. Wow, that sucks. Oh well. I just got to try to learn from my mistakes and play with the charts telling me and not let my targets get in the way. I did say that I was going to try to long if it came down here and bounced off to 786, but I just let it go. That would have been a pretty decent trade. What would I have gotten to look in hindsight? Probably would have got in somewhere around there, so could have got 90 ticks out of it, I guess. But it don't look like it's going to pull down for that, so I'm going to get that off of there. Like I was saying earlier in here, we need to re-inverse this and get above this bearish breaker. That's what's holding us down. Until we can get above that, that's no good. Maybe now it'll come down and make the other shoulder retest the trend and come back up. Because they literally just swept these highs by a couple ticks. So and looking at retail, we are making an Adam and an Eve right here. And that played out up top right here. I was betting against that to continue up. So maybe it's going to just play out. Something like that. But either way, we need to get above this bear breaker or no bueno for the longs. Did have a good strong 5-minute close above that, so I do like it. But yeah, I'm going to call it for today. My targets are still higher, so maybe if I see something that actually looks really nice, I'll try to play it. But until then, I still remain bullish, and targets are up here: 22,075, 22,108, and all these are 4-hour swing highs that I've marked out. There's the big boy up there at 22,381.75 is what I've marked. We do have a pivot point up here at 22,292, and we have a pivot point right here at 22,078. So I'm a lot more confident in this one. That's why I was thinking we was going to remain bullish, was to come up and take that. But I guess they didn't have enough liquidity built up there yet and had to drop it to build some more. Oh yeah, talking about my bias. That's what he was talking about. Yeah, I let that get in my way before, and that's something that I need to work on. Is just playing what the chart is saying at that time, and not let that get in the way. But there we are. Hopefully we can get a close above that bear breaker. That's only on the 1 minute time frame. So we need a 1 minute candle close above that. We're going real strong up. But what I am worried about is just taking this high or the next highs and dumping. Because on my model, it offers a couple chances, and they like to make the move, come back up like they did here, use the top, or I guess the bottom of it, send it back down, and they can come back up and just sweep the highs. So that's something I'd pay attention to. If we get up into here and just sweep these highs and you see a rejection, that would be another chance at a short. See, something like that. They just took this high and they're kind of rejecting, but my thoughts on that's just they're just baiting more shorts. But they could also, let's see, let me get this fib off of here. They could just pull a fib on this impulse. They could come all the way back down to the 786 down here, sweep these lows, use this order block to go back up. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to remain bullish at least to come up in here. That would put us back up at the 1/3 ADR. So, but I'm going to leave it with that. Thanks for watching, whoever did watch, and if anybody watches in the future, you can see my downfalls and what I need to work on. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So at least come back up into here, take these highs, and that would be back at the 1/3 ADR. But let's see here. Yeah, I don't see anything holding this support, so I guess there wasn't no fair value gap in here. If there was, it was the little itty bitty tiny one on the 15. So they filled in the complete, yeah, down through here we don't have any fair value gaps, so it's a balanced range. We could just keep screaming up. But by the end of the day, I want to at least see this 22,075 taken. That would put us up here at the second pivot point. don't like the reaction we got after sweeping those highs. So maybe just institutional order flow entry drill, come back down here to the 0.5 and keep ripping. There is a tail on that candle, but we do have a small 5-minute fair value gap. So unless that's going to be a breakaway gap, might come back down and fill some of that before going up. But I remain bullish. But again, thanks for watching, everybody, and God bless everyone. Hopefully you did well today or are going to do well, and hopefully everybody ends the day green. That's what we're all striving for, is to end the day green. And if you are green, be content with it. That is something I really struggled with before. Made almost 300 a day on PA, so I'm leaving that alone. Alright, well, God bless everyone. Have a good one, and I will see you guys on the next one.